Hello YouTube, my name's Nero and today we have some Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, and I hope you guys all had a very safe and Merry Christmas. I know I did. It was definitely very nice. I woke up, got some gifts and stuff like that. That was nice. Got to see my grandparents and had breakfast with them, and got to eat some good food. Then later on we went out to my grandparents' house, and of course we got to eat more food and see more family. And it was just great. I had a really enjoyable Christmas, and it's definitely been very nice. I hope you guys all had the same, but I know some people did not, because Xbox Live and PlayStation Network services have been being periodically taken down. Let's go ahead and talk about this. So I've made a couple videos over the past month talking about the Lizard Squad, who have been taking down and DDoSing Xbox Live as well as the PlayStation Network. Now they took it down initially, and they basically made a threat to Microsoft, saying that was just the beginning, that was just their little Christmas present, and just a sign of things to come. And I said, guys, get ready for this. They're going to be trying to take down PlayStation. They're going to be trying to take down Microsoft within the coming month. Skip forward a few weeks, a new group pops up called the Finest Squad, who claims to have taken down the Lizard Squad. And all the Lizard Squad Twitters and all that stuff all end up getting taken down, and the Finest Squad claims they have all their information. They've given it all to private investigators, and that all these Lizard Squad people are going to be taken down, and everybody thought the Finest Squad had saved Christmas. Skip forward to Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Suddenly Lizard Squad is back, and they are actually taking down Xbox Live as well as PlayStation, which is just atrocious. So it would appear that Finest Squad was not able to fully take down Lizard Squad, if at all. Like I said in those videos before, it's really kind of hard to track all this stuff. This whole hacking and DDoSing and different groups and organizations fighting each other and taking down services, and just, it's really hard to track all this stuff. It really is. So hopefully you guys can still learn something from this video and get an idea of what is happening. So basically, Finest Squad said they were going to take down Lizard Squad. Lizard Squad apparently is not taken down. They are still once again DDoSing down these Xbox Live and the PlayStation Network servers, which is kind of crappy. Then suddenly Kim.com pops in. Now, who's Kim.com? You guys may know him. He was the original founder of Mega Upload and all the controversy that surrounded Mega Upload back in the day. But Kim.com, he comes in and he starts talking to Lizard Squad. He says he will give them 3,000 vouchers for his file hosting and his cloud storage service, which is called Mega. Get it? Kind of like Mega Upload. He has a new service and it's called Mega. He's going to give them 3,000 vouchers for this service, for this site. Now, what he tells them is that these can actually be lifetime accounts, and if they do not attack Xbox Live and PlayStation Network anymore, all of these Mega accounts that they're giving to Lizard Squad will actually become lifetime accounts. But if they do go ahead and they attack Xbox Live or the PlayStation Network anymore, they will just go ahead and terminate all these vouchers, and all those accounts will then be deleted. Now, at first, it's like, this is kind of nice, alright? They actually stopped. Believe it or not, they actually stopped, which is leaving a lot of people to believe that Lizard Squad is legit. Some people are saying, oh, Lizard Squad's not doing it. Some other people are doing it, like Anonymous or something. The Lizard Squad's just taking the credit. It's really hard to track, but once he actually gave all these vouchers to Lizard Squad, they actually stopped DDoSing down Xbox Live and the PlayStation Network. At that point, it started working, as you guys probably noticed yesterday during Christmas. Lots of Xbox Live and PlayStation users were actually able to play for a little bit. It didn't work for everybody, but some people were able to play, some people weren't able to play, and that was because they actually stopped the DDoSing. That was actually something that stopped happening, and everybody thought that Kim.com had saved Christmas. Well, then the DDoSing started happening again. There was actually multiple different Lizard Squad Twitter handles, all of them seemingly claiming different things, and Xbox and PlayStation are periodically just taking down the servers for maintenance, and then other times they're being DDoSed, and it's really hard to track all of it, and that is where I just give up trying to track all this stuff. Bottom line, ladies and gentlemen, is there are people out there that do have the power to, at will, take down the Xbox Live services as well as take down the PlayStation Network services. It would appear that there really is no counter for it. You would think that someone like Microsoft, a multi-billion-dollar corporation, or Sony, who's been having a hell of a month, especially with the interview and everything that's going on with that, and then now, of course, PlayStation is being DDoSed down. It's like, man, poor Sony, right? Poor Sony. They're already in, like, dire straits financially. Then they see this stuff happening. It's like, oh, man, poor Sony. But you see all this stuff happening, and what we can take away from this is there are people out there that can somehow do this to these services without multi-billion-dollar corporations like Microsoft and Sony being able to really do anything about it, being able to track them, being able to do anything. Then you have these other quote-unquote hacker groups, which I use the term hacker kind of loosely because people say it's a very popular thing, right? DDoSing is something that happens a lot. A lot of people say DDoSing is a service. It is not hacking, and it does make sense because DDoSing itself, really a lot of people can end up figuring out how to do that, and it's not really that hard to figure out. And so a lot of people end up DDoSing down things things, and DDoSing itself is not necessarily hacking, but still, it's happening. That's what people like to call it, so I call it hacking. Basically, they have the ability to do that, and there really doesn't seem to be any defense for it. Now, what does this mean for us? I wish I could give you guys a straight answer. I wish I could say it's going to stop on this day. A lot of people are tweeting at me and talking to me. He's like, Nero, do you know when this is going to stop? Is this going to be like this for a while? And I really don't have any answers. Once again, I'm just someone that talks about this on my YouTube channel. I don't actually have any vested interest in this. You know, I'm not a part of these groups. I don't know anyone of these things personally. I'm just basically almost reporting news to you guys as it happens. It is really kind of crappy this stuff is happening. There's a lot of people out there, especially to do it on something like Christmas, where there's just so many people that are getting, you know, their PlayStation 4s and their Xbox Ones for Christmas. They've been waiting for these things for a while. They've been saving up for it. Their families are finally able to get it for them. They're able to buy it for themselves, and they're able to finally get this stuff. Next-gen consoles are so excited for it, then they can't actually play online. Of course, they can still play offline stuff, but let's say you get a brand new Xbox or something, right? You get a brand new Xbox One. If Xbox Live is down, you can't even recover your gamer tag on your new console. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do? You need online to be able to do that. And so it's like, ah, man, it's really unfortunate for all those people out there that really, you know, they got these things. They just want to play video games. Even the people that didn't get anything new for Christmas, they just wanted to play some video games, you know? That's all it comes down to. We're just gamers. I think, of all things, we're the real victims here. We're not really, we've done nothing, you know? Whatever crusade that anybody wants to set forth upon Microsoft, or set forth upon Sony, or set forth upon, like, the world itself, just by saying, oh, this Christmas spirit is dying or something, and that's why we're DDoSing down Xbox or something, which makes no sense. But you have stuff like that happen. At the end of the day, we are the victims, the gamers, just the normal people, just you and me. I just like to play video games is all. Like what did I do? You know, what did I do? If someone really had like a crusade against Sony, against Microsoft, why not actually do something to Sony and Microsoft and not just DDoS down their stuff? Because all that's doing is just hurting us. It doesn't hurt them. They're still getting their money. They're still getting their money for Xbox Live. They're still getting their money for PlayStation Network. They're still getting all that money. It's just their services don't work. That sounds like a pretty freaking awesome business to me. You think of something like that where it's like, okay, you have Xbox Live. You have to pay us, what is it, $15 a month? I'm going to say it's $15 a month. You have Xbox. You have to pay us $15 a month. Oh, what's that? Our servers are down that we don't have to pay for now because they're down, and we don't have to pay, of course, all the expenses of keeping these services running. We don't have to pay any of that, and plus you guys are still paying us? That sounds pretty freaking good for them, right? So it's like, why are you doing this? You're further lining their pockets. Of course, it makes them look bad from a PR standpoint that their services are being taken down, but at the end of the day, they're not losing really anything from it. The only people that are losing stuff are just the people like us, you and me, gamers, that just want to play video games. Oh man, it is atrociously bad. I feel bad for everybody. I feel bad for everybody in there. Like for me, I have a PC. I have a pretty solid PC, and I can play a lot of PC games and stuff like that. So if I just want to sit down and play some video games, I don't necessarily need my Xbox Live to be working to be able to do that. Of course, I need to have Xbox Live working if I want to record some Call of Duty stuff, because I play Call of Duty on the console. But if I just want to play Civilization or Borderlands or WoW or anything like that, I can just go play it on my PC, and that's fine. But still, there's a lot of people that their console is their main form of gaming, and after a hard day of school or work or whatever, you just want to come home and play some video games. And you can't because of a bunch of nerds. Because of a bunch of nerds. Well, either way, I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. I just wanted to give you guys kind of an update on this. I've been kind of covering this as it's happening throughout the month, and I figured I would talk about it here for you guys. So hopefully you guys all enjoyed the video, even though there's not really a ton to really enjoy about it. I just wanted to give you put this out there for you guys, so you guys had a little bit of an idea of what's going on. One would assume that hopefully the DDoSing is slowly going to slowly stop, and everything will start getting back to normal as the holiday season starts to go away a little bit more. Maybe after a couple of days or so, this will all just kind of be forgotten. Everyone will be able to play their stuff. Hopefully that will be the case, but of course I cannot guarantee anything like that. That's the worst of it. I can't guarantee nothing. I don't know. I'm just someone that is basically reporting it for you guys. So hopefully you guys found this video helpful and informative, and if you did, please be sure to rate where you guys feel the video deserves. And just to kind of end this on a happier note, what's the coolest gift you guys got for Christmas? Let me know about that in the comments. The coolest gift I got was actually this, basically an auto start for your car, and it's great because I live in Pennsylvania and I don't have a garage. I park out on the street, right? So I got this auto start for my car, and I have to go up and actually have to get installed at this garage here within the coming week. But I got this auto start where basically I'll be able to start my car from inside the house, and that's just gonna be great because it's a Pennsylvania. Of course, it gets really cold and it gets really icy and stuff like that, and so just simple things like I want to run down to the store real quick. It's going to take me 5 minutes. You know, I live right here in town. It's really annoying because sometimes I go out there and my entire car is covered in snow and my entire windshield is just covered in ice, and then I have to like basically turn on my car and then scrape off all that stuff, and I get in my car and it's still cold and I gotta wait for it to warm up, so a lot of the ice will melt off my windshield, so it's easier to scrape down. It just really takes a long time to do all that stuff. So if I have an auto start, I can start it up, wait 15 minutes, go out there, my car's gonna be all nice and warmed up. Most of the ice and stuff like that on my car will just be kind of melted off, especially on the windshield. That's just gonna be great. I'm excited about that. That's my favorite gift I got. And yes, I'm definitely old. If a car starter, a remote car starter for my car is my favorite gift from Christmas, because I love it, and that is definitely a testament that I'm old now. But either way, I hope you guys all enjoyed this video, and if you did, please be sure to leave a rating where you guys feel the video deserves. Hope you guys have a wonderful day.